Hello and welcome to the 49th Annual Jack Tosh Holiday Classic here at York High School in Elmhurst, Illinois. For our first matchup of the tournament, the Andrew Thunderbolts are taking on the St. Lawrence Vikings. Connor, what can you tell us about these two teams and what can we expect here in this opening round?
Yeah, well, TJ, it's going to be a good matchup. St. Lawrence comes in at 6-5, but don't let this record fool you. They've played one of the toughest pre-Tosh schedules, and they are definitely battle-tested already. After losing one game last year, they won 4 games in a row to claim the consolation championship. And this is a very complete St. Lawrence roster going against another very good team in Andrew.
St. Lawrence winning the tip-off. Got the basket over Sakanis, won't go. Sakanis able to grab the rebound for Andrew. Borchers now with it. Over to Sims. Ball in the corner. Guarded tightly by St. Lawrence. Back to Borchers. Sims working on Jones. Now to Sakanis. Ball stuck it over on the wing. Run out of time in the shot clock. Borchers, 3 seconds, gonna have to get this up. He does, won't fall. Rebound for St. Lawrence. Zarek Johnson pushing the fast break. He's looked to slow this one over and get it to Khalil Jones. He's gonna take the pull-up floater with the left hand. Nice finish on that one.
Yeah, Khalil Jones is one of these guys you have to look out for. He's an extremely special player. The junior for St. Lawrence gets the bucket there.
Lawrence thinking about the three-point shot. Caleb Sims is going to have it over on the wing. Guarded by Ryan Seddon. They get the ball down low to Grant to Sakanis. He gives a great spin move there. Finishes nicely with a great touch off the glass.
Yeah, Sakanis is so hard to guard. He stands at 6'10", TJ, and he's one of the biggest players in this tournament and a tough matchup for any team that faces him.
Pull-up jumper. That one's going to rattle around the rim and won't go down for Josh Pickett. Andrew's now pushing it. Sims, pull-up three-pointer. That's long. Ball back out. He's going to throw it in again. Save. Sakanis able to grab it. Pushing it now down low. Trying to get it over to Sims. It's going to be a jump ball there in between Danny Laird and Ryan Seddon. Ball go underneath the basket as Andrew will keep this one. Sakanis is going to get it in off the inbound. He's going to get it up and in. 4 quick points here for Grant to Sakanis. Zarek Johnson's going to pass this one into Seddon. Get it out. 3-point look for St. Lawrence. Hits the back of the rim. He's going to hit off the face of number 23, James Gallagher. Going to go out of bounds, so St. Lawrence will keep the ball. But it does look like it appears to have an injured player here for St. Lawrence. And Zarek Johnson. So with that, we're going to take a quick injury timeout break here in the first opening game of the Jack Tosh tournament. Ball passed in out of the injury timeout. Zarek Jones able to get over to the bench. 3-point attempt for St. Lawrence. It won't fall. That one's short. Rebounded by Gallagher. Borchers now taking it up for Andrew. Great dribble drive going up to the basket. Tough floater. He can't get it to go, but he will be fouled by Khalil Jones.
Love that screen by Grant to Sakanis. TJ, he opens up the lane, and even though he wasn't able to knock down the floater, he draws a foul and heads to the line. That's a great setup play by Andrew.
5:14 left to go in this first quarter. Borchers gets a friendly roll there, hitting the front of the rim. It will fall. Second one for Borchers is good. Andrews extending their lead now to 4. Jones with it for St. Laurence. Over to Lindsay. Set it now. Ball mishandled by Pickett, but he's able to pick it back up. Driving on Sakanis. He goes up strong. That one's long. Another rebound for Gallagher. Here comes Caleb Sims looking to get it down low to Sakanis. He goes up with it and gets another one. Granted, Sakanis is on fire right now. 6 points here in the early goings of the first quarter. 4:40 left to go. Ball over in the corner with Pickett. Pickett's going to kick this one back out to Seddon. Seddon's going to be stripped from behind. Great hands there from Borchers. Borchers now over to Sims. He's going to step into a 3, and he's got it. Caleb Sims knocks down the 3-point jumper. That's a timeout here from St. Laurence, 11-2. Andrew jumping out to a huge lead from Granted Sakanis' amazing 6 points here in the early goings of this game.
Yeah, and TJ, I want to go back to that last shot by Caleb Sims. That was absolutely incredible. He's one of the best supporting players Andrew has to offer, and he gets right into his roll, deep 3, wide open, and he knocks it down. And they're rolling right now, TJ, and it doesn't look like anything can stop them. St. Laurence has got to answer quickly.
And with that, we're going to step away shortly here. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Jack Tosh Holiday Classic Basketball here on York Sports Network. Jones is going to take a dribble drive, won't go off the front of the rim. Rebound by Caleb Lindsay. He's going to kick this one out. 3-point attempt here for Laurence. That one's also short. Another opportunity here on their third chance. They can't get it, but another rebound going up strong. Still can't find the bottom of the basket. Now a scramble on the floor. Danny Laird's going to come up with it. That's a rough possession there from St. Laurence. They're going to keep it with this jump ball call, but Josh Pickett had a couple good looks as well as Brad Stratton, and they just could not knock down the 3-point attempts.
TJ, I always say, if you get offensive rebounds, that's great, but you have to be able to do something with these extra opportunities you're giving yourself, and St. Laurence was not able to do that.
Ryan Seddon now is going to get this one over to Pickett. Josh Pickett working on Sakanis. Great defense there from Grant Sakanis. Driving in. He's going to be fouled. Going to the line for 2 now is Josh Pickett. They're going to get Grant Sakanis for his first foul. And I think that's something that St. Lawrence is going to have to do early on in this game, is try and get him in foul trouble, because there's just no one that can really match up with Sakanis on the St. Lawrence Vikings team.
Right, they have some great guards, and their perimeter defense is pretty good, but down low, that's where the struggle is. So if you can get Sakanis into foul trouble, like you just said, TJ, you'll be able to pound the paint and score some quick and easy points. Because right now you're winning the rebound battle against everyone else besides Sakanis. You're boxing out incredibly well. So if they're able to do that, I think they have a real chance to make a run and potentially come back.
Jones was able to knock down the first one, Pickett, and Pickett knocks down the second one as well. Sims is going to find his guy in the corner. Quick transition 3, that one won't fall. Jones hits up high for that board, grabbing it over Sakanis. He's now pushing it. He's going to get stripped though. Gallagher. This one's over to Borchers. Jones working tight on Borchers. He's trying to get the screen from Sakanis. He's going to take a pull-up three. Borchers knocks it down. Anthony Borchers heating up from behind the three-point line. Ryan Seddon, he's going to make Cicadas fall over. Great move, but they can't get the basket. Seddon's going to miss it. Another offensive rebound. Lindsay's going to step into a three-pointer, and he's got that one, nothing but net. That's what St. Lawrence need here to cut this lead in half. 14-7 with 2 minutes, 40 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Sims trying to get down low. Cicadas, way wire pass, now picked up by Seddon. He's pushing it for St. Lawrence. Jones is going to step into one from the elbow. Once again, can't fall for Khalil Jones. Ball to Sims. Sims, three-pointer. That one is way off. It's going to be last touch by Andrew. It's going to be out of bounds. St. Lawrence is going to get the ball back, and it looks like Zarek Johnson is checking back into the game for St. Lawrence. We saw him go down earlier here in the first quarter, but it's good to see him back on the court, Connor.
Yeah, and that's huge for them as they're trying to stage this comeback before the first quarter ends, TJ, and they need him on the floor if they want to put some points on the board.
Johnson has it. He's going to dribble drive, and he's knocked down the layup. St. Lawrence is getting into a little bit of an offensive rhythm here. 2 minutes left to go in this first quarter, 14-9. Andrew in the lead. Borchers to Sims. And a swing to the corner. Dribble drive here from Gallagher. Gallagher makes a great up and under move, working on Josh Pickett, and knocks down the layup.
Great pump fake right there.
And Johnson coming down the corner, and he's going to knock down a three-pointer. He switches that one, nothing but net. Coming off the bench and knocking down one instantly. Good to see he's in a rhythm.
Yeah, TJ, and both these teams, this is the type of basketball they play. They high offensive shootout, a lot of three-pointers, and we're starting to see this turn into less of a defensive battle in the late first quarter.
Laird has it. He's going to get this one over to Borchers. Cicadas with a huge mismatch in the paint, and they're going to feed it. That ball's tipped out of the hands by Caleb Lindsay. Ball almost travels out of bounds. Khalil Jones now coming down the court. Lindsay working on Sims. Now to Zarek Johnson. Zarek goes into the layup. He can't finish. Good defense there from Athen Borchers. 45 seconds left to go in this first quarter. Ball's down low to Cicadas. He's going to kick this one out. They're going to swing this one all the way over to Laird. Laird's not going to take the shot. He's going to drive in, kick it back out to Gallagher. His three-pointer is short, but Cicadas is right there for the offensive rebound, and he's going to knock down another layup. 6-point lead here in this first quarter.
You know, not the way that you wanted the shot to go down, but it turned into a pass, so works out in the end. Cicadas, just a beast under the board.
Here's Johnson. He drives in with 7 seconds. High off the glass. He can't get it to go. Now going to have to push it. 3 seconds left. Here's Borchers. Borchers, step up three. That's short off the front of the rim. He can't knock it down. But Andrew goes into this end of the first quarter up by 6, 18-12. And Connor, we saw St. Lawrence start off a little bit slow, but they started to bounce back in there. What does Andrew have to do to make sure St. Lawrence stays beneath them in this game?
You know, they're doing a great job with the post defense, but St. Lawrence is starting to find their three-point shot, so that means that puts a lot of pressure on these Andrew guards to lock up in the perimeter. Can't allow these threes, because once St. Lawrence gets into a rhythm, it's really hard to break them out of it. And if you're St. Lawrence, keep climbing back. You're playing some good defense on Grantis Cicadas. I like it a lot towards the end of the first quarter. And they're doing a great job locking up the perimeter. A lot of poorly selected shots from Andrew from behind the arc. So if they can keep doing that, I can totally see them flipping the script in the second quarter and coming out with the lead going into halftime. But this is a crucial quarter for both teams, and this will set them up for the rest of the game.
And with that, we're going to step away here shortly. Don't go anywhere for the continuation of the St. Lawrence versus Andrew first round matchup here at the 49th annual Jack Tosh Holiday Classic. Start of the second quarter here. Andrew's going to have the ball first. Laird's going to get this one over to Borchers. Now to Sims over on the wing. Working on Jones. Driving to the paint. Pick out Sakanis. Three-pointer. That one won't fall. It's going to be a foul here. They're going to get that one on number one, Caleb Sims of Andrew, on the loose ball foul.
Sakanis is a big kid, but he can shoot the three. I've seen some clips of him shooting extremely well from behind the arc. And if he can find a shot, that would be huge for Andrew, because not only is he playing extremely well under the post, he could also move outside and put some shots up.
Jones almost shift from behind. He's going to get this one over to number one, Josh Pickett. Johnson stuck in the corner. Khalil Jones now. Pickett, three-pointer. He's wide open. That one can't go. Rebound by Sims. He's trying to push the fast break here. Pulling it back out, though. Number 22, Ryan Cahill. Won't fall there for Sims. Pickett driving. Tough finish at the basket. He tripped and just threw it up there, and he got it to go.
Great body control from Pickett to get the bucket. Nice job.
Ball in the corner. Cahill. Stolen by Jones, trying to get to Sims. Jones trying to push it. Does not have numbers, but finds a great pass down low to Lindsay, but he will be fouled in the down by the basket by Ryan Cahill.
And that's a great job by St. Laurence, playing some great defense, and they need to continue this and keep this up because they're really starting to put the pressure on Andrew, who has no answer in the second quarter so far.
Pickett trying to get it down low to Jones, but Jones is being held back by Ethan Borchers. That's going to be his first foul of the game. Foul trouble is not exactly much of a concern for either team here early on in this second quarter with 6:34 left to go. Here's a dribble pull-up. Tough shot, nothing but net, though, for Brad Stratton. He's going to knock that one down. Bring this down to within 2 points. Here's Cahill. Now over to Sims. Borchers, three-pointer, off the back iron. Offensive rebound, though, for Andrew. Ball down low to Sakanis on the block. Guarded by three guys, but he gets the layup to go. Grant to Sakanis, knocking it down.
That's what makes him so incredibly difficult to guard. It's just a height advantage he has over everyone in the gym right now.
And Lindsay's going to shoot a three-pointer, and he's going to knock it down, keeping it right there.
That's a big-time three-ball, TJ.
Like you said, Connor, Grant to Sakanis standing at 6'10", 275, so not even just the height difference. He's a bigger body than everyone else here. And like we saw right there with a double team, you're going to have to get 2 to 3 guys on him to stop him almost at any point he gets in contact with the basketball.
Yeah, and that's what makes it so hard to guard him. There's only a couple guys in the tournament that can match up to him, guys like Hunter Stepanek of York and Stefan Sisic. Even a guy like Justin Scott, I would think, would have a hard time just because of the height difference. They're about the same body weight, but Sakanis is about 5 inches on top of him.
Sakanis trying to make a pass. It's tipped. Borchers tipping it again. This ball going off into the backcourt, trying to be saved by James Gallagher, but foot was on the line, so St. Laurence going to cause another turnover here. This defense has been really up and personal in your grill in the second quarter.
That's some great defense, and Coach Burt has got to be pleased with the way his team is locking up Andrew right now. The offense has got to catch up.
Derek Johnson fouled on the dribble drive by James Gallagher. It's going to be Gallagher's second team foul. As we see Khalil Jones check out of the game, and checking in for him is James Jones III. He's checking in for the first time here today. Another pull-up three here from St. Laurence. They can't find the bottom of the net there. Rebounded by Caleb Sims. Sims now pushing it. Esperanza down low to Sakanis. Sakanis stripped. He's going to grab the ball again, go right back up with it, and get fouled. Grant to Sakanis now going to the free throw line for 2 attempts here, trying to extend this lead to 3.
Been neck and neck for quite a while now, TJ, and no team is really pulling away or going on a big run. They're just going back and forth.
I think we both kind of expected that coming into this game, is that this was going to be a tough matchup. Records did not match up particularly well, so most people probably thought Andrew would run away with this, but we saw St. Lawrence in this tournament last year. They lose first round, go on to win the consolation championship game. This team fights, and they're very scrappy on the defensive side, and that caused a lot of problems for a lot of different teams. 3 points up won't fall, so St. Lawrence now with it.
That's a missed opportunity right there. Wide open three-pointer, gotta knock that down.
Lindsay, deep three-pointer, nothing but net. Caleb Lindsay from the volleyball line. Caleb Lindsay hitting up from behind the three-point line. He's now got 9 points on 3 three-pointers.
He's in his bag right now, TJ. This is a guy that should be touching the ball every possession until he slows down.
Sims can't answer back, but once again, Sakanis, or sorry, it looks like Sakanis got marked with the foul right there on the loose ball, or no, they're going to give it to Danny Laird on the foul. Definitely a break there for St. Lawrence, or for Andrew.
5th foul on Andrew, so St. Lawrence will get 2 shots. Different rules this year. No more 1-of-1 free throws. 5th foul and beyond, it's 2 free throws. The fouls reset every quarter. And of course, the 35-second shot clock, which is the biggest addition. And pretty much out of every coach we've talked to, they've all said that they want to see this in every high school basketball game, and they love the addition to this tournament.
Strand knocks it down. I mean, yeah, this game definitely looks a lot more fast-paced. We've only really seen the shot clock play a factor in one possession so far in this game, to where they had to just throw one up.
Which is the first possession of the game.
Yeah, it's Sakanis going in. He can't knock it down. Offensive rebound, though. Out of bounds. Last touch by Zarek Johnson. Sims was the one who had to jump up there and grab that offensive rebound, keep the possession alive.
TJ, what an incredible comeback by the Vikings. Down 11-2 to start this game. Now they lead by 4 points.
Borchers to Sims. Now to Laird. Esperanza can't hold on to it. Esparza. Dribble drive, working on it. Going up with it. He's going to be fouled. Pushed in the back by Caleb Lindsay. Couple of free throws coming up here for Ethan Esparza. Esparza long on the first one. Andrew cannot afford to miss free opportunities at the free throw line right now, down 4, because St. Lawrence is very hot from behind the 3-point line. Second one will fall for him. Brings us back into a 1-possession game. Esparza is going to come out. Checking in for him is Ryan Cahill. Pull-up floater. That one's long off the backboard. Fighting for it, though, is James Jones. James Jones trying to throw it in. It will be out of bounds. Good hustle, though, from James Jones III on that play, trying to save it, getting his own rebound.
I know the shot wasn't pretty, and it resulted in a turnover, but this is back to one of the fundamental things St. Lawrence is doing extremely well that has led to their comeback, to them taking the lead, is the offensive rebounding.
That ball, great awareness from St. Lawrence, throwing the ball off of Sakanis' leg. He was trapped, had nowhere to go, and just heads-up play from Brad Stratton on that play. Khalil Jones with 2:40 left to go in this first half. Lawrence trying to hold it up as much as possible. Great defense though from Sims. Sims trying to make a play on the ball, jumping in front of it, but he's going to foul Josh Pickett. So like you said, with that's past the 5 fouls, so that'll be 2 free throws now for Pickett at the line. And I also like this rule a lot because last year it really felt like there just wasn't a lot of those free throws that you typically get in a college or NBA game with all those fouls that you see. Pickett's going to knock down the first one, but it really felt at least last year at the Tosh there was minimal free throws when there was teams hacking because it wasn't till 7 or I think it was it 8 maybe where you got that double bonus. So I think putting it at 5 was a right decision here from the Jack Tosh committee.
Oh yeah, I think it was an excellent decision because a lot of the games that I watched, there was just kids just hacking each other, really all game long because they had the liberty of not having that many fouls going into the fourth quarter.
This is the high pass. Laird jumps up for it. Borchers getting tightly guarded into the corner. Down low to Sakanis. Lindsey's there, but he can't stop Sakanis. Can't stop that man in the paint. He's got up 12 points here in this first half for Andrew.
He was untouched getting into the paint, and that's an issue if you're the Vikings head coach, Byron Burt. You got to keep him on the perimeter for as long as possible.
Absolutely clamped up top. James Jones doesn't know what to do with it. St. Lawrence's coach is trying to run over to the refs to call a timeout because he wasn't getting it, but they're going to get him with a technical foul. But now that's definitely something I have not seen.
Is that a...
I'm pretty sure they gave him a they just gave him a technical foul.
Byron Burt just got teed up.
And I mean I understand that he ran onto the other side of the court, but the man was screaming for a timeout on the other side of the floor. And
you got to understand the situation. He's obviously screaming because he's not getting the timeouts. You got to be louder. He's not screaming at the ref.
I think they did give him the timeout though, but he also got the tee on top of it. So
it's like a double timeout for him.
Yeah, because you got to see where he's coming from. You see that in the NFL because you're allowed to run up and down the sideline. In basketball, you're supposed to stay in your coach's box, stay on your side of the court. But when you're not getting your timeout, especially when your guys are getting trapped down there because you're trying to get the timeout in so that you can keep possession of the ball, I feel like that's something that the refs got to notice in that moment, that he's trying to do what every coach is trying to do, get that timeout and keep the possession of the ball. It's more of a situational thing, but they gave him a technical foul. There's nothing you can do about it now.
Well, I think part of it was also Andrew's bench is going nuts, and the South Gym gets incredibly loud, so you can't hear anything. It's
a lot of echo in the South Gym.
A lot of echo because of the wrestling and gymnastics practice facilities on top, so it just really adds to the echo of this place, and it makes it hard to hear. That's the truth. It makes it hard to hear, and
Andrew's going to capitalize on their free throw attempts at the line. Borchers able to get both of them knocked down. It's now just a 1-point game with 1:40 left to go in this first half.
This is Andrew's chance to really take the lead back after they lost it, really flip the script here to close out the first half.
Sakanis getting the ball in the paint, double team, goes up with it, can't get it to go, gets his own rebound, and he still can't make it, but he's going to be fouled going up with it. Sakanis now going to the line once again, and St. Lawrence has Andrew has an opportunity here to take the lead. Sakanis knocks down the first free throw attempt, tying this ball game up with 1:22 left to go in this first half. And Sakanis goes 2 for 2 at his trip at the free throw line. Andrew now retakes the lead. Josh Pickett of St. Lawrence bringing this basketball up. Pickett to Lindsey. Oh, great defense there from Borchers. Zarek Johnson now driving in. Layup and one for St. Laurence. Josh Pickett getting hammered at the basket, but great concentration to get that layup to go. He's up to 8 points now with a possibility to give St. Laurence a 2-point lead. Minute left to go in the second quarter. This game has just been absolute back and forth action here in the South Gym in this first game. You couldn't ask anything better for the first game of the Tosh tournament.
Absolutely not. And like you had mentioned, TJ, a lot of people thought this game would be a blowout because of Andrew's 12-1 record, but St. Lawrence is doing a great job hanging in, and they have the lead back with less than a minute left to go.
With 50 seconds left, Esparza is driving. Kicks out to Cahill. Esparza. Laird now three-pointer. He was wide open. He could not get it to fall. Sakanis can't grab the rebound, and now Pickett's pushing it with 30 seconds left to go. He slips and falls, but he does get the pass out to Zarek Johnson, and Zarek Johnson falls right on top of Pickett. But there was a foul called on Danny Laird of Andrew. St. Lawrence will keep the basketball. And once again, we'll go to the free throw line. Johnson knocks down first of two at the line, extending this lead to 3. This would be big for St. Lawrence to get this 2-possession lead, making sure that they stay ahead, but they can't knock it down. So now Andrew's still going to have an opportunity here. Shot clock turned off now, under 30 seconds left to go. Here's Borchers, most likely holding for best possible shot attempt. Cahill, trapped by Johnson. He's going to be fouled. Johnson was pushing him back towards the half-court line. Looked like a bit of an arm bar. So with 8.1 seconds left to go. All right, Seddon's going to check in for Zarek Johnson, who we can still see is slightly limping on that ankle. We saw him twist in the first quarter.
Yeah, fouling on his teammate definitely didn't help with that one. But he'll rest up on the bench with 4 seconds left in the first half.
3 seconds. Laird chucks up a wild three-pointer, just short, won't fall. So that's going to do it here for the end of the first half of the first Jack Tosh game. 30-27 with St. Lawrence storming back and taking this lead back from Andrew. Andrew had a huge lead up to 12 points in that first quarter. And Connor, what did St. Lawrence change halfway through that first quarter that led to them being able to take this 3-point lead going into half?
Well, they were able to improve the defense down low in the paint. They were able to run a second guy to double up on Grantis Sakanis, and they were able to strip the ball from him a couple of times, and that's all they really needed. And in terms of the offensive side of the ball, they pushed it when they had numbers. They slowed it down when they didn't. They were able to get the open look, and they limited turnovers. That was something Andrew didn't do well in the first half. They had a lot of turnovers on the offensive side, and right now St. Lawrence is destroying them in the turnover battle, which is a big reason why they have a lead, even though the fact that they are big underdogs in this game. So if St. Lawrence keeps doing the things they did in the first half to get the comeback, I think they'll hold the lead. If you're Andrew, keep feeding it to Sakanis down low when he's open. There were a couple of times where I saw him completely uncontested to get to the rim. So if they're not keeping him on the perimeter, then you should definitely give the ball to him quickly on down low. And then turnovers, that's a big thing. Do not turn the ball over. Got to keep these offensive possessions lasting a while and trying to rebound on the defensive side. St. Lawrence got a lot of offensive rebounds that led to second chance baskets, and Andrew has to stop that if they want to keep this game close and win it.
And with that, we're going to step away here for halftime. We'll be back in right around 9 minutes for the second half of this Andrew versus St. Lawrence first round matchup. Make sure to tune in for that. You've been watching Jack Tosh Holiday Classic Basketball here on York Sports Network. Start here of the second half of this first round matchup between the St. Lawrence Vikings and the Anjou Thunderbolts at the 49th Annual Jack Tosh Holiday Classic Tournament here in Elmhurst, Illinois. St. Lawrence has the lead currently 30-27. Starting here in the second half, Zarek Jones going to kick this one out. Caleb Lindsay, three-pointer won't fall for him. But Connor, who was the standout player that first half here for St. Lawrence that really helped them get into this lead?
You know, the standout player in the first half was really Grantis Sakanis, 14.6 rebounds, 6 for 10 shooting. I mean, he's been excellent, putting up a lot of quality shots.
And Sakanis is going to go up, and he almost slammed it home, but I mean, I guess you count it as a dunk, but was it really? Do you think that counts as a dunk, Connor?
Absolutely not. You got to get more air, Grantis.
Three-pointer for St. Lawrence. Brad Stratton knocks down at Sakanis. 16 points here, like you mentioned, 14 and 6 in the first half. He's definitely on his way to a double-double in this game, as he typically does. But here's a drive. It should have been a steal, but they're fighting for it on the ground currently, and it's going to be out of bounds. Not out of bounds, sorry, jump ball. It's going to be out of bounds for Andrew.
Your papers almost went out of bounds off the table.
Sakanis last year at the Tosh averaged 10.5 and 7.5 rebounds. Best matchup was easily the Naperville North game, where he had 22 points to go along with 17 rebounds. 31 points, but Sakanis going to step up for 3, rolling around the rim. Won't fall for him.
He's over 2 from 3, but I've seen him shoot it before, TJ. If he can get those shots down, that makes him even more dangerous.
Stratton now looking for a pull-up, kicking back out. Lindsay, swing pass. Three-pointer there from Pickett, won't fall. Now Laird with it. They're looking to get this one over to Borchers. He does. Borchers with it at the top of the key. Guarded by Lindsay. Now Sakanis. Laird, pump fake, sidesteps, gets it down low to Sakanis. He can't finish. He's going to get fouled on the rebound again, though. That's really what St. Lawrence, I would say, is their one thing they had to try and do better going into this half, was to stop fouling Sakanis going up for offensive rebounds. We saw that 4 or 5 times in the first half. And we see another early foul here on that same situation. Borchers trying to swing pass to the corner, tipped. Saved by Gallagher. Sims over to Borchers. Sims, great move there. 3-pointers off the back iron, won't fall. Gallagher, another rebound. Sims now trying to drive. Down low to Sakanis. Great pass. He goes up with it and one. Grantis Sakanis making a big play there. Now just a 2-point game, and he's got an extra one coming here for him at the free throw line.
And that was a great job by Sakanis. Now up to 18 points with the potential to make it 19. He's playing extremely well, TJ, and his post moves are better than ever right now.
Grantis Sakanis knocked down his free throw attempt, converting on that 3-point play. So that's a 1-point lead for St. Lawrence. Pickett out to Zarek Johnson. Johnson driving. He's going to stop. Great low pass to Khalil Jones, but he can't hold on to it.
Got that pass around the big boy.
Zarek Johnson going to be fouled, going to the basket, fouled by Borchers. Believe that is Borchers' second foul, and it is. Caleb Sims is the one that's going to have to be a little bit more careful here on the defensive side for him. He's got 3 fouls in the early goings of this third quarter. 4:50 left to go. Khalil Jones going to get this down low to Pickett. Pickett working on Sims. Goes with the spin move. Sims goes down, but no charge. They're going to let that one play, and I think that's the right call. But Sims gets another bucket for himself here. He's now at 11 points. Laird, 3-pointer. That one's going to be short. Rebound by Jones. He's pushing it. 2-on-2 into the corner. Stratton, three-pointer. Stratton knocks it down. Extending this lead to 6 now for St. Lawrence.
It's a great job by Stratton. Gets wide open for the three. Great job setting up that play. Knocks down a big-time three-pointer. Makes it 38-32, and St. Lawrence is starting to run away with this.
Another three-pointer attempt. That won't fall, though. Khalil Jones pushing it up with 4 minutes left to go in the third. He's looking for the step back. Won't shoot it. Pickett. Oh, out of nowhere, Sims. He's pushing the break. He gets up with it and slams it home. Caleb Sims making it look easy out there. Came from behind, easy pickpocket. Perfect thing that they needed right there to get some momentum was a steal and a slam. 4-point game now with St. Lawrence in the lead. Connor, what do you think Andrew's got to change here? I mean, it's kind of been still back and forth. No one's really gotten out and ahead here in this third quarter. So what do you think Andrew should look to change, especially on the offensive side? It looks like they've struggled a little bit so far here in the third quarter.
The defense is getting better, TJ, and you saw with that last play, they caught the Vikings sleeping, and then they stole and threw it down for the dunk. And then in terms of the defense as a whole, you got to get some stops when they have the ball. You can't rely on the big turnover, fast break bucket every single time. You got to just play some good perimeter defense, eliminate the three that's been killing them throughout the game. So lock up on D and take some better shots.
And Sims, that's going to be his 4th foul. We were talking about how he's got to be careful, but he picks it up quickly out of the timeout, so that's going to have to be a sub here. They're going to bring in Ryan Cahill to replace him. So Sims will most likely sit the rest of this third quarter, and I would imagine most of the fourth, trying to keep him as late as possible down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to need him in crunch time. Just hoping Cahill can hold his own with this extended trip onto the floor.
And we see both benches, not exactly a lot of players have been in the game for both these teams. It's been the main 5, and Andrews only had 2 guys come off the bench. And I think that's the same going for St. Lawrence, only 2 players.
Yeah, 14 total players have played this game, 7 from each team. So
Khalil Jones, great dump off the set-in underneath. It's a great move to get around Grant to Sakanis down there in the paint, and they took advantage.
Yeah, they had Sakanis looking up to go for the block, and boop, up just right past him. Nice little pass, picks up the basket. Beautifully designed play. Nice last-minute decision to get the assist and lead to an easier layup.
Here's the drive, Cahill. He's stuck down low. They get it out to Sakanis. Cahill looking for the cutting Gallagher. Here's a drive from Borchers. Borchers left hand, can't get it to go. Had to get that one up quickly with the shot clock expiring. Khalil Jones is going to get the and one finish. What a Euro step. Getting around Laird on that one. He's going to get called on the foul, and that's going to make this an 8-point lead for St. Lawrence out of the timeout.
Wow, TJ, that was an incredible move. He got hit in the face, couldn't see the basket, threw it up, kept his positioning good, and he picks up the and one with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
And the free throw is good as well. Here's Cahill working on set-in. Gallagher stuck up top. Right back to Cahill. Cahill now to Borchers. Borchers was high in that first quarter, has been quiet since. Eight seconds left on the clock. Gallagher. Cahill driving. Trying to get down low. He does. Gallagher's going to have to put up a 3, and he can't get it to go. Oh, and mental error there from Josh Pickett. He was trying to get it over to Khalil Jones, but he wasn't looking. Ball went out of bounds.
Yeah, Khalil Jones not happy about that one. He knows you can't give Andrew more opportunities to score some points and cut into this lead.
Borchers with it over to Gallagher. Borchers looking for a quick three. He's going to drive in. Kick it out to Laird. Laird to Gallagher in the corner. Pump fake, driving on set, and he gets the tough layup to go. Good move there from Gallagher.
And that's exactly what upset Jones so much on the turnover, as it led to a bucket. Oh, nice pass.
And Lindsay's three-pointer again knocks it down. Caleb Lindsay, 4 for 5 from behind the arc. He's got 12 points in this game, and they can't slow him down out on the outside. Laird looking to drive. He's going to. Now to Gallagher. They're trying to feed Sakanis in the post. Borchers. Let her pass. Under 50 seconds left to go. Laird's three-pointer. He answers back with one of his own, keeping this at a 7-point game.
That's what they need. Now they need to stop and to score a basket before this quarter closes. That would be ideal.
Setting, gets it past to Stratton. Stratton can't knock it down, though. Fighting for the rebound, Lindsay. He gets shoved out of bounds, but saves it. Now pulling this ball back out. It's Khalil Jones. Shot clock not going to play a factor here. It is turned off. 20 seconds left to go in the half.
Good job. They're going to play for the last shot. They do not want Andrew to get another chance until the fourth quarter.
Pickett. Drive on Sakanis. Sakanis going to get the foul called on him with 5.2 seconds left. So Pickett will go to the line for 2, but Andrew will get a chance to respond. And that's Sakanis' just first foul of the game, which is just shows that even though you're that big of a guy, you can control yourself out there. It's not just you're the big guy, you get fouls. He's done a real good job at controlling himself and knowing when to go and attack those guys at the basket. As Pickett knocks down the first free throw. Pickett's second one was long, won't fall. Andrew's going to have to move quick. Borchers with 2 seconds. He's going to shoot one up over 3 people, blocked by Caleb Lindsay. So going into this fourth quarter, St. Lawrence has an 8-point lead over the Andrew Thunderbolts. They really came out and made a huge impact on the defensive side of the ball. And Connor, I mean, I know I've probably asked this 4 or 5 times today, but Andrew, they got to change something. They got to change it quick.
Yeah, and they're really having a hard time with that perimeter defense against St. Lawrence. And they're shooting extremely well from behind the arc. Caleb Lindsay doing a great job. And overall, Andrew's just starting to fall behind. As you see the expression from Josh Melvin, can't believe it. He stepped out for a couple minutes, but that just shows St. Lawrence moved very quickly and efficiently, and Andrew just couldn't keep up. They had some missed opportunities, some turnovers, couldn't capitalize on the turnovers they forced. And it was just a sluggish offensive performance in the third quarter. But if they can get back to what we saw from the first quarter in terms of defense, forcing shots from St. Lawrence that they don't want to take, and they can get back on track offensively, I think they have a realistic shot to get back in this game quickly.
And I would agree with you. I think that one of the main reasons that this game has really switched around is that Andrew had a really good shooting first quarter, and they've been a little bit cold since, but St. Lawrence is like the opposite. They started off cold in the first quarter. In the second and third quarter, they've just been absolutely red hot from behind the three-point line. Caleb Lindsay, 4 for 5. He has 12 points, all off those three-pointers. So I think they really got to, limit Lindsay's looks from behind the arc, and just overall, really stop the three-point attempts from St. Lawrence. Make him go inside, because your best player is Granted Sakanis, whose best job is scoring around the basket as well, and he's also your best defensive player in the paint. So I think forcing St. Lawrence to work on Granted Sakanis in the paint is the best thing that you can do if you're Andrew.
Looks like we're having some scoreboard technical difficulties. I think that's what the delay is. So
Having some scoreboard troubles here in the South Gym. Main one shut off. It looks like the stat saved, but we'll see if they have to reset everything or not. Thankfully, our scoreboard is not connected to theirs, so if they absolutely need it, they could come over and check for points. We do have our own stats guy, so they can always get the stats back up there if need be. And it looks like we got it up and working. So now at the start of the fourth quarter, St. Laurence is going to have possession of the basketball first here. If they can get something into that double-digit lead here on this first possession, Andrew could be in trouble. Khalil Jones, pick it, drive. Can't finish. Rebound by Gallagher. Borchers bringing it up for the Thunderbolts. Ball down low. Sakanis, strip from behind. Goes up. Sakanis going to be fouled again, but this on the floor. Caleb Lindsay's going to pick up another one. That's going to be his third foul. St. Laurence doing a great job stopping Sakanis getting the ball in the paint. He had 14 first half points, 5 in the third, which I mean is still very, very effective. Gallagher goes up with it. He goes strong into Caleb Lindsay, knocking him over, and he's going to get the free layup. Gallagher 6 points. Pickett down low in the basket. He's going to go up strong. Can't get it to go. Gallagher charged with the foul. Pickett short on the first free throw attempt. And we see Sims checking back in for Andrew. And if you remember early on in that third quarter off a timeout, he picked up his 4th foul. But Sims is one of their most aggressive and hardest playing defenders for Andrew. And I think that's part of the reason why they're struggling a little bit out there on the defensive end, is that he hasn't been out there much due to foul trouble. Pickett does knock down the second one, making it a 3-possession game. Sims over to Gallagher. Gallagher now. Sakanis guarded by Pickett. Looking to dish it. Backdoor cut from Gallagher. Gallagher goes up with it. Looked to be blocked by Lindsay, but Lindsay's going to pick up his 4th foul as well. So now the 2 top defenders on both teams in foul trouble. And we've seen Lindsay really do a good job at locking up Sakanis in that third quarter. And with him going to have to be sitting out with Ryan Seddon checking back in, we could really see Sakanis really get fed the ball here as Gallagher does knock down the first one.
Yeah, I don't know about the foul there. It looked like a pretty clean black to me. The ref saw something different.
Might have been the body.
Might have been the body, but that's really unfortunate for Caleb Lindsay and St. Laurence, because they have to be sent. He's got to be sent to the bench.
And the second one isn't good, but rebounded by Sims. And that's why they missed him so much while he was on the bench. Laird to Gallagher. Trying to get down low to Sakanis. Way too high of a pass, though. Sakanis is 6'10", but he's not that tall. Couldn't get up for that one. Jones going to dribble it out here. Pickett out to Johnson. Johnson 3-pointer. That one's won't fall in for him. Now a rebound by Laird. He's now trying to push it. 6 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Here's Borchers. Borchers driving. Just going to dish this one out to Sims. Down low to Sakanis. Sakanis goes up with it. Nice touch around the basket. He gets the baby hook to go. Bringing it back within 4 now for Andrew. This fourth quarter starting to heat up a little bit, Connor.
Yeah, 21 points now for Sakanis.
There's another deep 3-pointer from Brad Stratton. He's done a great job contributing from behind the three-point line. He's got 3 of them by himself here in this game.
The St. Lawrence team is filled with snipers. You cannot leave them open behind the arc.
And Sims is going to be a little bit left. Fighting for the rebound, though. Laird is going to come up with it for Andrew. They're going to give him another chance. Borchers driving, spin move. Kicked back out to the corner. Sidestep, three-pointer. That one is good for Gallagher. Gallagher now has 6 fourth-quarter points. He's up to double digits now for Andrew, and it's going to be right back to a 4-point game. And that's one thing that's Andrew's done a great job of, is that it seems like they're answering back every single time St. Lawrence is knocking down a three-pointer. They're doing a good job at coming back from that, not being afraid to shoot their own three-pointers. With that, we're going to step away shortly here. You're watching first-round matchup between St. Lawrence and Andrew at the Jack Tosh Holiday Classic. Khalil Jones out of the timeout here for St. Lawrence. Pickett looking at Sakanis. He's going to get stopped in his tracks. Now at the Stratton. Khalil Jones trying to drive in, kicking out Stratton. Another three-pointer. That one rolls around a little bit, won't fall in. Now trying to push it here is Danny Laird. Laird to Sims. Sims stuck, going to get it to Sakanis. Sakanis right back out to Borchers. Borchers steps up into a three-pointer. That one's off the side of the rim, but Sims another offensive rebound. Down low, Sakanis. Pump fake, gets the layup to go. Sakanis got another 2, and it's a 2-point game with 4 minutes left to go.
And TJ, this is starting to heat up now. It was St. Lawrence for a while after it being Andrew very early in the game, but now we're neck and neck.
James Jones kicks it out. Pickett, three-pointer. Once again, won't fall. Andrew with an opportunity here to tie this ball game.
That's a rare open look miss by St. Lawrence, but that's a huge opportunity for Andrew to capitalize.
Laird gets this one over to Sims. Three-pointer for the lead. Won't fall. Picked up by Pickett. Pickett gonna have to slow this one down. Getting over to Jones. He's gonna pull this one back out, trying to set something up here for the Vikings. Jones, Stratton, three-pointer. Stratton knocks down another one. Stratton is on fire, dare I say, and fuego.
Oh my goodness, what a three-pointer from Stratton. It's been in his bag, and this is what St. Lawrence needs. This is St. Lawrence basketball. Clutch three-pointers late in the fourth quarter.
Ball trying to get down to Sakanis. He wasn't ready for it, but Ryan Seddon. Another mental error. He's going to knock it out of bounds with no one around him. So Andrew's going to catch a little bit of a break here with 2:57. Andrew is down 5, just a 2-possession game. They will have a good opportunity here. And here comes Caleb Lindsay checking back into the game for Ryan Seddon. Like we mentioned earlier, he was really the main vocal point of this defense, stopping Grantis Sakanis in the third.
Not only that, he shot the ball extremely well from behind the arc.
Yeah, 4 for 5 from behind the three-point line in this game. They're calling for a back court, but some may argue Gallagher did not have possession in the front court to begin with. Tough drive, won't get it to go. Fighting for the rebound, Lindsay out of bounds, so Andrew's going to get another opportunity.
That backcourt, I understand, but that was a kind of a 50-50 call. It could go either way. I understand both sides. But it looked like some of the refs weren't even looking at him. They just assumed. So I think that's kind of what upset the St. Lawrence part of the bench, that the refs weren't even taking into consideration the possibility of it being a backcourt. But Andrew with another chance.
Trying to pass the ball in. Now he gets it out to Laird. Well, that could have been dangerous. Sims wasn't looking.
Got that quick reaction time, though.
Borchers receives a screen to Sims. Borchers drive, kicks back out to Gallagher.
The ball's got to find Sakanis.
Sakanis down low. Goes up for it, can't get it to go. Offensive rebound, and he gets the and one. Grantis Sakanis' third time here getting an and one, and that one's probably the biggest one of the day.
He's got 25 points right now, TJ, and that and one could not have come at a bigger time. He's got a chance to make this a 2-point game with 2 minutes and 10 seconds left to go in the game. And Grantis Sakanis really coming through in the fourth quarter for Andrew, putting the team on his back.
Oh, he can't knock down the free throw, though, so it'll stay at a 3-point game. Still one possession. Yeah. And now under the 2-minute mark here in this fourth quarter in the opening game of the Jack Tosh Holiday Classic, and we couldn't ask for much of a better one to start us off here.
Laurence taking it slow. This isn't a dribble out the clock. This is a must-score moment for them, but they need to find the right shot, and they have a 3-point lead to work with.
And there's a timeout called by Coach Burt of St. Lawrence. And this is where I think we're going to see the game change a lot. I don't think the shot clock itself is going to make too much of an impact within the first 3 quarters. I think it's really going to be in the fourth quarter where we see the game change, because before you could hold the ball out for like the last 3 minutes of the game. You can hold the ball out for the last 2 to 3 minutes of the game, and just that's the end of the day. You can't do much about it besides foul. And so I really think that with the shot clock implemented, we'll see a lot of closer games come down to the wire in the fourth quarter, because teams are forced to put up those shots, and if they can't capitalize, then the other teams that are hot, that are trying to storm back into a game, are gonna have more of an opportunity to.
Right, and that makes games like this a lot closer than people might think, because, like, you know, for example, last year you have a 3-point lead, you just gotta dribble it out, then try and score. But now it's a lot closer, which is why Coach Burt used one of his timeouts. He's got to cook up the perfect play.
They have 5 seconds left to go on the clock. Jones driving, trying to make a step back, left-handed floater, won't go in. Another rebound for Grantis Sakanis.
Yeah, this is big time right now.
Sims to Laird. Down by 3, but don't need that 3-pointer right here. They're going to get a good look, though, and that was knocked down. Borchers, he's going to tie up this ball game at 54 apiece. 1:10 left to go. Borchers has been quiet since the first quarter, but he comes through when this team needs him the most.
That might be one of the most important shots so far in this game. Borchers comes through big time. A minute left to go. Who's going to break? Who will give in?
Jones working on Borchers. He's going to have to kick it out to Lindsay. Driving in, Sakanis, good defense, and he misses it. Pickett can't get it to go. Now just 4 second shot clock difference between game clock and shot clock.
Once again, they got to find Sakanis early.
Sakanis going to come up for a screen.
I love him in the pick and roll, TJ. That's what he's got to do.
Borchers trying to drive, takes a tough shot, can't get it to go. Rebound by Jones, 15 seconds left. Stratton. Zarek Johnson is finding an opening. He drives to the basket, and he gets the finish. What an absolute unbelievable finish from Zarek Johnson. We saw him with an ankle injury in the first quarter, and now coming back into the game and hits an absolute unbelievable shot, getting the right amount of spin to barely get up and over the rim, and now with 5.2 seconds left to go. Andrew is in a 2-point deficit. And for Coach Justin Stern, you got to hook something up quickly, because it's not like top NBA rules where you get the ball at half court. You're going to have to go the length of the floor, even though we called that timeout.
I know, and that was I want to go back to that move by Zarek Johnson. That was absolutely unbelievable. You know, he's been limping up and down the court, but when it mattered, he took the pain and was able to ride with it and get a key basket. And a nice job by the St. Lawrence Junior.
Back now for this final 5 seconds. Andrew down by 2, 56-54 after the clutch layup from Zarek Johnson. I can only imagine they're going to try to get it to Sakanis. Get the ball into the hands of their best player. And they do. 4 seconds. Laird pushing up. Laird, tough three-pointer. He's going to be fouled! He was fouled on the shot, and Laird's going to get to go to the free throw line. That's a great foul call, and I think that's going to be on Caleb Lindsay too. So if he knocks down 2 of 3, Lindsay's going to be out of the game.
Sakanis is hurt on top of that. That was a wild chain of event. That's unbelievable. I can't believe he fouled him. And it was the contact of the wrist after the shot. They blocked him, but he fouled down, hit part of the wrist. That's going to be a foul every time.
And that was just an unbelievable call, too, because you don't normally see the refs do that. But Laird, he's got to go 2 for 3 to send us to overtime.
He goes 3 for 3. They win it.
Laird knocks down the first one. The first one's the biggest one. Now has to go 1 for 2 from the line.
Laird's looking good. He's trying to give his team a big chance.
Laird, second one, won't fall.
My goodness.
It all comes down to the third free throw for Danny Laird.
He's got 4 points tonight. Can he make it, or this morning, can he make it 5? The most important shot.
Laird, free throw, knocks it down. We're going to overtime. Danny Laird, absolute unbelievable poise at the free throw line, not letting the crowd distract him. What an unbelievable finish to that game.
We have overtime in the very first game of the tournament, TJ. And if you asked me after the first quarter, I would say there was no chance that this game would be tied. If you asked me after this at halftime, I'd say St. Lawrence would be able to. 0 for 4 from the line before that. That's incredible.
And Laird is known as one of their better three-point and free throw shooters, so seeing him go 0 for 4 before that point, and then knocking down the 2 clutchest free throws. I mean, yes, you missed the second one, but getting your team a chance, an opportunity to win was the main goal for him going to the free throw line. It wasn't to win, it was to extend this game. Just absolutely unbelievable. And with that, we're going to step away shortly here. Don't go anywhere for overtime here in the South Gym in the 49th Annual Jack Tosh Holiday Classic first round matchup. Tip-off, Sakanis wins it for Andrew. Overtime is a 4-minute period. Whoever's winning after those 4 minutes will be the victor of this first round matchup. Sakanis down low, working on Lindsay. He goes up with it, gets the layup. Grant to Sakanis up to 27 points.
That's what they need to do, find him off the pick and roll or down low, just like they did there.
Jones driving left hand, another great finish from Khalil Jones. He's looked absolutely unbelievable around the basket, especially working on those bigger defenders.
And we're right back to where we were early in the second quarter. It's just a deadlock, back and forth. This game is getting electric here in the South Gym. 8:30 a.m. game.
Caleb Sims going to drive to the basket. Floater short, fighting for the rebound. We'll see who it's tipped out on. I think it's staying down here with Andrew. Borchers going to get into Sims. He's wide open for a three-pointer. That one's a little bit left. Rebounded by Jones. Jones now trying to push the fast break. Even numbers. Another tough finish for Khalil Jones. 4 points here in the overtime period. Andrew's got to answer with some points on this possession. Sakanis going to set the screen. Laird trying to drive in, has to kick it out to Borchers. Borchers now driving in. Bullet pass over to the corner to Gallagher. Sims was wide open, a little too open. Forgot he was open. Borchers with 4. He knocks it down. Borchers the pull-up jumper off the crossover at the elbow. He's able to tie this game back up at 60.
He's finding that first quarter rhythm, TJ. He was quiet for the last 3 quarters, but now in overtime, this is a big deal. He's really coming through for this team.
Pickett's going to take a 3-pointer. Pickett, nothing but net.
And that's what St. Laurence needed. They needed to find the 3-pointer, and they did exactly that. Less than 2 minutes in overtime.
Neither team is letting up on offense. Borchers pull up. That one rolls around. It's going to be last touched by Pickett of St. Lawrence. The Thunderbolt's going to get the basketball here underneath the basket. Ryan Seddon's going to check in here for Zarek Johnson as we still see him struggling with that ankle injury.
And unfortunate that he's not at 100% because, like we said, Caleb Lindsey's out of the game. So you're losing 2 excellent. I'm sorry, he's not out of the game, but he's got 5 fouls, or 4 fouls, I should say. So 1 more and he's out of the game. So you really need him.
Sakanis can't get it to go, but fighting for the rebound down low. Possession arrow is in favor of St. Lawrence. And the refs are really letting him play in the paint here in this overtime period. Sakanis is a big boy, and Caleb Lindsey and Pickett doing their best to stop him with that massive height difference. Those 2 guys, Pickett standing at 6'5", and Caleb Lindsey also at 6'5", trying to guard a 6'10" guy.
Just a little bit taller than them, you know, not too bad.
1:15 now.
It's just smart, slowing it down.
Pickett working on Sakanis, gonna have to kick it out to Johnson. Johnson driving. Good defense from Sakanis. Can't get to go as Pickett. Sakanis doing a great job not fouling there.
They need a good shot selection right now. TJ can't throw anything up that's unnecessary.
Here's Sakanis. He's going to kick it back out to Laird. Deep pass over in the corner to Gallagher. Just 40 seconds left to go. Borchers, 3-pointer!
Oh, goodness.
Unbelievable shot all the way from the York K. What a deep 3, and Borchers has just absolutely done a great job stepping up for Andrew in this overtime period. He's got 7 points.
Nathan Borchers.
I don't know what else to say about that shot.
It was the Grantis Sakanis show before this, but late in that 4th quarter and late in overtime, Athen Borchers is coming through, hitting some huge shots, and that right there is what keeps them in this game. 35 seconds left to go, so 0.9 difference between that and the shot clock. So
with that, we're going to step away real quick. 63-63, first round of the 49th annual Jack Tosh Holiday Classic, and it is indeed a classic game. After the timeout, a couple seconds ago, St. Lawrence is going to have the basketball. And I think there's less than a 10th of a second difference between shot clock and game clock. So technically a factor, but not actually. So St. Lawrence can hold this for the last shot if they want to.
About half a second, not really going to make a difference.
It looks like that's what they're going to do. Pickett's just holding it up by the half-court mark. Looking to make a move now. Driving. Sakanis blocks him. No! They're going to call a foul. It looked like Sakanis had all ball from our angle, but we were also on the other side of the court. We can't argue that one either way. But I definitely didn't hear anything.
I don't know, TJ. I don't know.
And I think there should have been a little bit more time on the clock. I think it ran out a little bit.
Yeah, I think they got to change the clock.
There still should be 5 seconds left. Pickett knocks down the first one.
Coach Stern not happy about.
And Andrew does have 2 timeouts. They'll elect to use one here, so with a 1-point lead in favor of the Vikings. We're going to step away shortly here. Don't go anywhere for the last 4 seconds of action between Andrew and St. Laurence. Pickett at the free throw line, 1-point lead already for the Vikings. Second one won't go in. Gallagher gets it, but a quick timeout called. They're going to say 0.8 seconds shaved off the clock there on the rebound. So another timeout called, but Andrew having an opportunity here to win the game on a buzzer beater.
Don't really think this changes the type of shot you go for. I think your approach would be exactly the same as if you went 2 for 2. But it's just, I'm curious to know.
Do you get the ball in the hands of Borchers for a 3-pointer around the half court part, or do you possibly go for the deep pass to Sakanis in the paint? Try to get that layup, maybe a foul called because people are going to be panicking around the basket, trying to stop him.
I like Sakanis more than I do Borchers. I just think it's way harder to kind of catch it, spin around, put up a half quarter.
And also, to go along with that, I think even if you throw it down to Sakanis, if he can't corral it, I feel like he can almost, he's got great court vision.
Like a
he's going to
set,
see. Yeah. He's going to be able to jump up, pass the ball over with one hand, all in one motion to someone who is open that he sees. But we'll have to see.
Exactly.
And Sakanis is still a little, it looks like he's still having a little bit of problem with that knee. I think it was the left knee.
It was on the foul in the last shot of regulation. He kind of got hit in the knee under the basket. You saw him just kind of hobbling off and grabbing the knee. Another timeout called.
This one by St. Laurence, going to be the last one for Brian Burt. I don't know what else there is much to talk about. I mean,
Laurence is holding.
It looked as though they were putting Sakanis at the midcourt. So I think they're going to go try to get Borchers a good look from half court. We did just see him hit that crazy 3-pointer from over past the volleyball line a couple of seconds ago.
I don't think you can go wrong either way.
He's definitely capable of knocking down those tough 3-pointers. He's typically known as a great facilitator for this team that can knock down tough shots. He's really the vocal point of their offense besides Grant Sakanis. He's definitely that number 2 guy. We'll just have to wait and see. You could also argue that Coach Stern is adjusting that original play call because St. Lawrence called their timeout.
Maybe adding more to it, getting some more kids looks. I think the key here is you don't want to put it all the pressure on one guy. You want as many options as possible, and I think they have the right guy throwing the ball in.
Laird having trouble getting it in. He's going to have to use their last timeout.
That's big from St. Lawrence. That's a great job done by them.
And so clearly the play that was drawn up by Justin Stern did not.
It just
still according to plan.
It couldn't develop. I think that's the big thing. St. Lawrence does an excellent job they're able to recognize when a play is being run, and they're able to dissolve the play very quickly, and that's an excellent thing they do.
I also think Laird had a guy open on that inbounds play, but the guy that was looking wasn't looking at Laird to receive the pass. He was cutting across the corner. I think he could have caught it, stepped up to even the Y or the O here over on this York side of the bottom right that you can see on your screen, and take a pull-up three-pointer from over there. But once again, he was not looking, so it does not matter. 3.0 exactly on the clock. Next matchup in the South Gym is between the Glenbard West Hilltoppers and the Rolling Meadows Mustangs. Should be another good game, back-to-back defending Tosh champions. And here we are, Laird trying to get it in. He finds Gallagher. 2 seconds. Gallagher, half-court heave. It's on target. No, it's long. It's going to hit the top left, and St. Laurence with the upset over the Andrew Thunderbolts in the first round of the Tosh. We knew coming into this game that St. Lawrence's record did not tell the whole story, and we figured it would be a close one, but I don't think either one of us thought it would be coming down to a half-court heave
in overtime.
At the end of overtime.
And that's a huge upset for St. Lawrence, and now they head to the winner's bracket. Andrew will be one of the top teams to that consolation bracket, and that's a huge loss, unfortunately, in the first round. But what a game. Well played by both sides.
And this Vikings team, does a great job. They love to shock. They love to shock people. They won the consolation tournament last year after many people counted them out, and winning in the huge upset here today in the first round. And we're going to send this over to our sideline reporter in a second here with Connor Choi. He's going to be interviewing Coach Brian Burt of St. Lawrence and Josh Pickett.
You say you want to go first?
For sure.
I'm down here with Josh Pickett, guys, and Josh, you guys played a great game going into overtime, and you had a couple of clutch shots towards the end of that game. Just kind of describe how you were able to come through in overtime and come out with the win.
I think that it's just in our team culture. You know, all the guys on the team have a ton of mental toughness, and even though I came out in the second half, I was struggling a bit trying to get my shot going. My teammates kept believing in me, and I was able to pull through for them in the end.
Yeah, you guys had a great job at the end, but just in the beginning, what adjustments did you make to your shot to find it at the end of the game after struggling in the first part of it?
I just noticed that every time I shot it, it kept falling a bit short, and you know, it might just be because it was early in the morning or whatever it may be, but I made the adjustment, and thankfully I made it when it counted.
All right, congratulations on that win. Thank you so much.
All right, Coach, we'll go with you.
I'm with St. Lawrence head coach Byron Burt. And Coach Burt, you guys were consolation champions last year, but this year you're in the winner's bracket after a great upset win against Andrews. Just kind of describe what you're feeling right now. How proud are you of your team for coming out with this win?
Yeah, man, real happy for those guys. They battled to the end. Games like that are playoff games that you can use to go back to and get ready for the playoffs. But just super proud of those guys on how they fought back, stayed in it mentally. And it's just a great win. It's always good to win at Jack.
Yeah, totally. After the foul in the fourth quarter that sent him to the line and made this game go into overtime, what did you tell your guys what did you tell them to get them back together in the game, even though they just tied it up?
Yeah, one thing that's great about this team, it was those guys. They came in the huddle and said, let's stay focused. Ryan's the one that's saying, stay mentally tough. We've been in adverse situations all season. Those kids, they did everything, man. All credit to those guys. Did a great job.
All right, thank you, Coach Burt. Enjoy the rest of your day and enjoy this win. All right, that was Josh Pickett and Coach Byron Burt, and I'm Connor Choi with York Sports Network signing off.